So I'm going to respond to this comment, and I'm going to talk about like how you don't have to carry the cross, and so I talked about this subject previously. There is another video about it, right? And so my main argument here is that maybe you intend to carry the cross. Maybe that's what you intend to do. The problem is that if you truly learn not to hate and blame, which is, it's like a state of mind which you reach from knowledge, in my opinion, and not only in my opinion, like I'm very sure of this, because like I see the emotional people with um, like pretty good hearts, I mean, but they fail. Okay, they fail in hating and not blaming, because yeah, they lack the knowledge. You require a certain kind of understanding to not, I mean, it's a like not hating and blaming is a form of wisdom, and um, it's hard to get there. And but this is why I'm telling you that you don't have to carry the cross. But let me reformulate myself into saying that maybe you intend to carry the cross, but you can't. Like, or you intend to carry the cross, but no one is going to crucify you. Like, if you truly don't hate and don't blame, no one is going to crucify you. It's not going to happen. And because there is too much, you see, you believe in maybe a Newtonian world, right, with realistic objects floating around, but in reality this world is more mystical. It has like power in it, in different kinds. It is charged. It is charged with potential for different things. It is memetics, memes, okay? And one of the biggest memes out there is the one sacrifice, okay? So if you truly reach a state of not hating and not blaming, you cannot be crucified. No one is going to do it. They can't. Instead, you become a curse. Because you believe, like, how do you get there? How do you get there to the other rail where if you follow truth, you're laying down on the rail where the trolley is not supposed to go. Someone pulls the lever so that these deniers down here survive. This is the medicine, it is the pharmakia for the denial. Okay, so these guys, they survive. This was entire humanity. Okay, this is a lesson, this is a riddle up here. And so once you understand this riddle, maybe you intend to carry the cross, but you can't. Like, no one's going to crucify you. It's against the laws of nature. It's not going to happen. So you're not going to succeed in carrying your cross. No one is going to give it to you. Like, that's what I mean. And maybe that's my best argument here to this comment. Like, he says that. So I'll read some of it, okay? I will disagree with you. on the point about picking up your cross, because I also see it as doing the work to discover these mysteries. But the curse is finding those who can truly appreciate the truth in them. I believe taking up your cross is to pursue the truth for the truth's sake, and the Templars, you will suffer, but it's a sacrifice of love of humanity. Okay, so yeah, you go over there for truth's sake. I agree. But what I disagree with here is that you believe that you're doing the same thing. This is not going to repeat. If you truly don't hate, don't blame, you're not going to be crucified. It's not going to happen. And if you don't want to learn how to not hate and not blame, you you're going to reach for the truth. You're going to get there to the truth, at least a bit of it, of the truth, right? That's pretty good, right? You're trying, and but you're still going to hate, you're still going to blame. So the laws of mystical reality will allow itself to crucify you, because you're not you're not going to I don't know how to explain. It's like it's against the mythology, you know. It's against the story. The story is not supposed to be like that, and so that's why, you know, it's magical. It's memetics. It's scripted, right? In this beautiful pattern of reality, where there is, you know, so there is a, so when it comes to this here, what I'm talking about, and the patterns of reality, there is a congruency. There's a congruency, and just because like you believe that you believe that you can reach a state of crucifixion, like you believe that you can be crucified without and still be without hate and without blame, like you don't blame, you don't hate, and you believe that you can be crucified. That's arrogant. Like you believe that you can be like that again. You basically believe, if you don't believe that you are like that again, like you believe that you can become a copy of that, basically a perfect copy of that. Well, that already happened. So if I'm telling you that there is a way to not hate and not blame, it leads to not that, because that already happened. And in the code of reality, in the script says there's one of that. This is not going to happen more. You don't have to carry the cross if you realize how to not hate and blame, and it's a knowledge. And I'm willing to talk about it, like talk to me about it. And as I said to this comment here, like, yes, you intend to carry the cross. But if you learn not to hate, not to blame, then no one is going to crucify you. It's against the rules. It's incongruent with reality. Okay? So that's why not hating, not blaming is empowering, because you can become brave. You can be brave in the truth. Bravery, right? And this really leads, it really leads to a curse, the curse of truth, where denial is the place where the trolley was supposed to go. The trolley was supposed to go over the deniers. It's the yeah. So that's why truth is a curse. And this is the pharmakia. This was like when the crucifixion happened, it was the medicine, the pharmakia, the scapegoat. But I'm against scapegoats. I respect it. I respect it. I have compassion with it. I learned to have compassion with this. And trust me, I have hated in my life. I have hated, but I don't hate. I don't blame. I live by this philosophy because I'm also a power maniac. I like power. Okay. And you don't have, like, you can learn not to hate and not to blame, and you can have, it doesn't matter what kind of like, what's your agenda, right? What's your agenda? It doesn't matter. Like I as I say, your agenda doesn't matter. You can simply learn not to hate, not to blame, simply to gain power, because this is not going to happen again. This is not going to happen again up here. No, some of you guys believe that you carry the cross. You don't. If you don't hate, not blame, because this cannot happen again against the script. Okay, I think you get what I mean here. Okay. So there is truly a recipe. There's a recipe for not hating and not blaming. Anyone can do it. Also, if you have hated and blamed, which everyone has, like everyone did it, I did it. If you've done that, it's not the waste of your precious time. It will give you a greater understanding. Your hate is not a waste of time, okay? But you're going to get rid of it. And so your hate serves as a drive to understand the sense morale, because there is a sense morale to understand, and the more you have hated, the more you understand the sense morale, and the more you cry about it once you realize it. So you don't have to think that you have hated so much and it's such a waste. It's okay. So yeah, there are a few videos about scapegoating. You can simply search for scapegoat on my videos and you find quite much about it. I'm willing to discuss in the comment section with you. I will do more videos about this subject. Yeah, so that's it. Um, so would you agree with me in what I said? Like, I told you that if you truly don't hate, don't blame, you cannot carry the cross. So I consider that this guy here, he said that just because there is like immatureness in people. So obviously, like the biggest problem of humankind is that we hate. Like it's in every group, in every, like, all of us do it. Okay, so and um, so that's why he said that. He said that because if you strive for truth, which is honorable, you're going to get the truth, but you're going to be crucified for it, because you yourself weren't perfect, right? Like, you yourself hated and blamed, so you're going to be hated and blamed for that. Okay? The trolley will crush those that hate and blame. What about these guys over here? What do you think is next for them? Right? What do you think is next? This is the thing. It's the return of the scapegoat. Like, the 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 the, the idea here about being in truth, being brave, because you know that you're not going to be punished for that. Sure, in some ways, sometimes I feel punished for that, but that's the thing. There is a magic here supporting. I call it anti-fragility. It's an aura of spikes, basically. Like, you don't hate, you don't blame. Well, then you have an aura of spikes. Like, but it doesn't like, instead of having the crown of thorns, you have the aura of thorns. Okay, so um, and some people don't know about this, and so they will hurt you a little bit, and that's going to not be appreciated by reality. Reality will not like when the script is being opposed. It is a script. It is, like, in some ways it is memetics, which is really strong. It's been there for thousands of years. People have prayed, people have used a lot of their time for this, to like, meditate on these higher truths, right? And so there's a lot of energy here, accumulated energy. And um, um, yeah, and the return of the scapegoat, or the return of the devil himself, it is because whom we blame we see as a devil. We give it the hate to carry. Okay, so when the goat returns, it it will simply, like, that's the thing. It's simply a mirror image, like the scary the scary way you perceive a goat figure with horns. It's simply a mirror of your own sin. Okay, that's what it is. So when you see the fear, when you look at the goat and you see the fear, it's your own hate that you see from the scapegoating that's been done by you, by um, by you specifically, right? Because it's your eyes. Your eyes see a devil and you see your sin in the devil. That's what you see. And so if you don't hate, don't blame, well, there's nothing to fear. Your mirror image is clean. So there is a mountain of scapegoats throughout the ages, of crucified truthers, right? Those believing in truth, but they weren't really, like, they hated, they blamed themselves, like they always hate someone, right? You always hate someone, and so they get crucified. And but this mountain of truth and scapegoats comes back, and it lives in the unconscious as a curse, like it can, like, awaiting to come back within the mind of everyone. So, and I say true, I say curse because the crucifixion of truth is the cure. That's why. I'm not making it up. I'm not making it up. I kind of am making it up, but it is logical. Like, the opposite of a cure is a curse. So it makes sense. And so it's like unstoppable. Like, if you truly believe in truth, that's great. Don't hate, don't blame. Unstoppable. Okay, so that's it. See you guys.